Give me 1 second, guys, right before I start. Let me go ahead and pin this comment. I should be able to do this before the live stream starts, but unfortunately, I do not have the ability to do that. But it's been a phenomenal day. I've had a really, really good day today, guys. Really relaxing day. Didn't start off too great, but again, you don't always, your day doesn't always start off the way how you want it to start off. But either way, it's still fine. Life can Things like that can happen in life. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see if I could actually grab this thing over here because I started without something that I need. And I really do need this. Okay. All right. So, kind of strolling like through YouTube, and a lot of things that do pop up in your algorithm are things that kind of perpetuate a certain cycle. A cycle of disloyalty, a cycle of you know, materialism. And I'm not gonna sit up here and act like there's something wrong with materialism or extreme materialism. Yeah, there definitely is something wrong with that. But I'm not gonna say there's something wrong with, having nice things. I'm not gonna say there's anything wrong with that. But I see where people are starting to put things and money above family, and they don't realize, in doing so, right? When it's not family first, when it's not love first, when you do that, you're also contributing to a lot of the dysfunction and degeneracy that's actually taking place in society. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And again, I'm not here to sit up here and act like, oh, you shouldn't have nice things and you shouldn't work towards achieving a level of success, or you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't you know, work hard to accumulate wealth. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is this: when you really look at how many people are out there that are really hurting, right? And then you see how much people kind of have this kind of counterproductive culture of, their mentality. Like they basically are telling you their mentality that they may have learned through experience, or 9 times out of 10, they learned it from, other individuals, right? Maybe on YouTube, other people that have been hurt, other people that have been in similar situations, right? And having learned these things, they are now sort of speaking from a place of hurt, right? And I actually spoke about this before, actually, when people do speak from a position of hurt, right? They've gone through a situation, somebody broke their heart, they're feeling down on their luck, right? They may have went through a slew of negative or bad relationships, right? But there's some things that I do want to get onto, but I'm going to save it for later on in the show, right? But it's based on, a lot of times it's like, you think to yourself, well, I love you so much. I've given you everything that I could. I took care of you and this, that, and the third. But did you really ask yourself how much that person loves themselves? Because you can't love someone more than they love themselves. You simply cannot love someone more than they love themselves. And a lot of times we do speak curses into our lives with our frame of mind, our thoughts, and the words that we speak, the things that we say, the people that we communicate with, the energy that we absorb without converting, right? So yeah, you can go through a whole bunch of negative situations or even negative relationships, right? You had a couple few relationships, a relationship didn't work out. You tried again, and your heart got broken again. And, you turn on you turn on YouTube, and you turn on you know Instagram or something, and you look, And you're looking for people who've been through similar situations as yourself. And when you're looking, all you're hearing is people that are saying, "Hey, listen, nobody's loyal. This is what people are about, da 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 da." And yeah, maybe in some cases what they are speaking is based on their experience, and is some truth to it, right? But everyone is not on the same frequency. Everyone doesn't vibrate on the same frequency. And if you want rare love, if you want the rare breed of love, right? If it is something that's rare, it's abundant when you yourself is in a different frequency, right? When you're not in that frequency of lack, when you're not in that frequency of how you've been programmed by the videos that you watch, by the people in your life, by the situations that you've been through in the past, when you're not programmed by these things, absolutely love is out there. It absolutely is, right? But a lot of times we just be loving on the wrong people. We love people more than they love themselves. How you gonna love somebody more than they can love themselves? More than their capacity to love? More than, you know, more than they're able to receive love? You understand what I'm saying? Maybe their ego is so big, right? But it's like their ego is big, but their ability to receive love is just small because they don't really truly love themselves. Like everything is just external for them. So it's based on money. It's based on possession of things. It's based on all of those. How you doing, guys? YJ Youngin says R.I.P. Fulio. Big up to yourself, YJ Youngin. Have you ever wanted to eat candle? Okay. All right, Bean. Not entirely sure where we're going with that, young man. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna read the rest of that. But yeah, have you ever been in those situations before, man? When you've loved someone, you've given them everything that more than you sacrifice for them, more than you've even sacrificed for yourself, right? And it's like, yo, why are they operating on this frequency? Why are they treating it like that? Well, then what's their capacity to really love themselves? And if you're a man, what's their relationship with their father? Were they really taught how to love? Do they have a narcissistic parent, right? Like that, it goes back, it gets deep, guys. Because if they have a narcissistic parent, it's going to be very difficult for them to love, right? Especially if they grow up with that parent and they're trauma bonded with that parent as well. Right? It's going to be very, very difficult for them to love. Trust me when I tell you that. Scott Reed says, all I see everyone happy, living life, having a home, being able to work, and just happy. It's very difficult to see because I failed at all of that, and now I'm disabled and burdened. It's depressing. You didn't fail at that. You learned from that. Right? Don't look at I feel like right now, okay, and I hear what it is that you're saying, right, Scott? I hear precisely what it is that you're saying. But I think you're kind of looking at it from a limited perspective right now. And I get it. I understand where you're coming from. You might be looking at it like, man, I don't get to do the things that I used to do, and this, that, and the third. But love is out there for you, Scott. Love is out there. You know what I mean? And depression, if you're living in a state of depression, do you think that's a state that's going to attract love? Right? And this isn't anything, I'm not saying anything negative about depression. I understand it. I've been depressed myself. Right? I spent years in that vibration. Right? But once you propel yourself and you pull yourself away from that vibration, absolutely, right? You learn to love yourself, right? And then you learn to increase your ability to receive love. But it starts with you loving yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And not to say people that love themselves can't go through depression. But depression, you see how depression doesn't really fit into the vibration of love and joy, right? It's kind of like a low vibrational frequency. You get what I'm saying? So you got to propel yourself based on your thoughts, right? Based on the things that you think, right? Today I took a little bit of notes, right? I just wrote down a few things here on this paper. So I do have a few things written down here. But yeah, based on our thoughts and our programming, right? So how have you been programmed? How are you programming yourself? What are the things that you're looking at, right? You're seeing other people and it looks like they have it all together. It looks like they're getting houses. It looks like they're doing fantastic things. And it looks like you're not, right? No, things aren't always what they seem, Scott Reed. Trust me when I tell you that. They're not always what they seem. And you have people that put on as if, yeah, everything is perfect, but on the inside, it's not. And they might be together and it's for show. It looks like they're happy when they're out in public, but that's not always the case, guys. Things aren't always what they seem, right? Things aren't always what they seem. Like, do they really, really love each other? Are they only together because it looks good? They look good together. And other people want, oh, I aspire to be like them. Meanwhile, the whole time they're just with each other for reasons beyond love, status, because they look good, right? Things like that. And I'm sure you understand precisely what it is that I'm saying, Scott. But you being in the position that you're in right now, that doesn't disqualify you from finding true love, right? If anything, it enhances your ability to find true love, because now, you know what? Because now you're at a point where you're not quite like everyone else, right? So the person that's around you, right, or the person that really shows you true love, that's the person you need to really connect with. And I don't mean the fake love. I don't mean just with you because of whatever check you're receiving or whatever it is that's going on for you, right? But I mean truly checks on you, truly make sure that you're okay, truly cares about you. But it starts with you caring about yourself, Scott. You got to care about you first, right? And you got to show yourself that you matter as well. Because you do. Absolutely you do. Right? But our thoughts, our programming, the way that we program ourselves, and your ability to receive love, our mind frame, those are things that are really preventing people from really finding and actually maintaining that level of love. Liam Davis says, how you doing, brother? Glad to see you here for another great discussion session. Thanks for being so active. Appreciate the work you're putting in. Another good topic. Love. Liam Davis, I thank you so much, man. And I appreciate you for tuning in once more. These are things that need to be said, man, because I see it all over social media all the time. People are like, hey, yeah, it's about money. It's about this. It's about cars. It's about this. It's about that. It's not about love, right? So that just breeds more. It just breeds more of that narcissistic personality, right? And sure, you can't control other people and what other people do, right? And even if you do love somebody and it doesn't work out, that doesn't mean love doesn't exist, right? That doesn't mean you dust yourself off, get yourself together, still love yourself, right? Because ultimately, even if you love yourself, it doesn't matter what happens when it comes to the relationship, because you still got you. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like people don't lead with love. People kind of approach relationship with the exit strategy, right? You're going to approach a relationship and you're going to think to yourself, all right, cool. Well, if this doesn't work out, such and such and such and such, right? And then what happens, what starts to happen there, and I'm not here to say whether that's right or wrong, right? Because that could be a tricky thing as well. But what happens here is this, right? When you approach relationships or you approach love, right, with an exit strategy is this. You're with your partner. Things ain't going right. She don't do the things that she used to do. Right? She don't smile like she used to do, right? Or, things just aren't as fun. It's just not as great as it once was. Now, the exit strategy that you had starts to grow bigger and bigger in your mind, right? So now you're more looking at the exit strategy than you're looking to work out what it is that you got going on, right? Instead of you looking and paying attention to what it is that you have going on with your relationship and how you can fix it, how you can work on it, you're now looking at your exit strategy. How can I get out of this? Not even how can I get out of this, such and such. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Right? Because people approach relationships now with an exit strategy, right? To preserve themselves. Because either they don't feel like they are worthy of being loved, or they just flat out just don't love themselves. You know what I mean? Or they don't trust the person that they're getting involved with. And if you don't trust the person, or you have reason to believe that it's not going to work out, then I just don't think you guys should really be getting together in the first place, to be completely honest with you. I just don't think so. You know what I mean? And every relationship doesn't have to end in marriage, right? You guys could be together and love one another without marriage. You could have the ceremonies. You could take each other out, do precisely everything that you want to and need to do without getting married, because it gets so tricky when marriage is involved. We could be exclusive without getting married. I've been married before. I don't know if that's something that I would do again. Understand what I'm saying? Because and I'm not here to contradict myself when I say that, but I am here to say you can be in very long-term or long relationships with someone, and that person, and you're even closer than people who are married. Because marriage is really a business. It adds too much. You know what I mean? Like it's more business than love these days. You know. Someone says, "Are you Obama? Obama Harris?" I am not Obama Harris. I am Onaja Harris. Onaje Harris, sir. Kiki Slim says, "Not my baby." Someone said, "Hi, Jockey." Not entirely sure who Jockey is, but big up yourselves, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are learning something. But you know what? I think this is a great time to really start a poll. Right? So I just want to know this. Have this general question, right? So we're going to start with this poll, and maybe at some point in the future, what we're going to do is... Did that poll go up? Okay, cool. So we're going to start with this poll, and maybe at some point in the future, we're going to end the poll and then start a different poll. But make sure you guys are liking the video and subscribing as well. I see only 2 likes, and I know you guys really like the stuff that I touched on just now. So let's get the like count up, guys. Chanel Lee says, "I want to marry you. Where your ring at, boy?" Yeah. I don't think you've been listening. Either that or you're trolling me. We're love based, says Kiki Slim. Okay. Reminds me of the film Good Will Hunting. I've heard of that film. I don't think I've seen it though before, but I've definitely heard of that film Good Will Hunting with who was it in it? I've heard of it, but I don't remember the actor that was in it. People forget to love themselves, or are scared to let go and open up. People expect things to be perfect, but nothing is perfect. Absolutely nothing is perfect. You're spot on with that. People are scared to open up, right? And people don't love themselves. And that's the thing, right? You can't love someone more than their capacity to love themselves. And things is not what you it's not about how much you can give to that person, right? Like in terms of like physical possessions, right? And if it's based on material, then it's a material-based love. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like that the real love, the true essence of love, not lust. Because people get off into situations, right? Again, because of how people are being programmed. They get off into situations and they see someone and they think they love that person based on how they look. So they get involved with that person, not realizing that that person is just a complete and total, you know what? And that person doesn't really care about you. Person can care less about you. You understand what I'm saying? That person just cares about their interest, right? So you got to be mindful of people who only care about their interest. Right? And don't take for granted the people that really show you that they care. Don't take those people for granted at all. But I don't know, man. It's we do live in different times. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's definitely out there. The Notebook kind of love, says Kiki Slim. I suppose. Yeah, I definitely did. I saw that movie in like 2004 or something crazy like that. A long time. That's 20 years ago. I know that movie's at least 20 years old for sure. I think 2004 is when I watched that movie, The Notebook. So yeah, I was my early teens at that time. So yeah, I was in my early teens at that time. But that was a really good movie. Who's it? Ryan Gosling, I believe, is the name of the actor that's in that movie. I was actually typing. I was actually looking for a movie last night that he was starring in, and I saw The Notebook pop up. But it wasn't a Notebook that I was looking for. It was this one movie, and I don't want to, digress too much into this. But it was this one movie that took place like in a forest, right? It was like not in a forest, but yeah, sort of like in a forest or something like that. Let me just put that down. But it took place sort of like in a forest, and I don't quite remember the theme too much, but I get like something happened where it's like the guy was living like this completely false life, and it was like he was going to work and coming home, and he knew people in the community, and it turns out at the end of the movie, like all of it was fake, and that he really didn't like he really didn't know these people. Either that or he was kind of really had some mental issues, but I don't quite remember the name of the movie. But I was looking for it because I wanted to watch it again, because I didn't get to see it right the whole time, right? But I'd be interested in finding that movie again. But I thought it was Ryan Gosling that was in it, but I just didn't see it when I was looking at his movies. This guy's okay. Made fun of him before, and I felt bad about it, and he forgave me, says Robert. Robert Wunderlich. Big up yourself, Robert. I don't really remember that though, but big up yourself. Your eyes are captivating, but I'm not falling for it, says Kiki Slim. Kiki, I'm not trying to seduce anyone, to be honest with you. I'm just here to speak the truth, man. Miss. You know what I mean? I'm not here to seduce anyone or anything like that. I just think the mind frame of people, I think people are programming themselves the wrong way. You understand what I'm saying? And look, love isn't just material based, guys. It's beyond material. You understand what I'm saying? Like when it's your person and like you really care about this person, it's beyond material. Like material is not the core essence of or the foundation of a relationship, and that's why we have the relationships that we do have, because people are approaching relationships based on what it is that you could do for me and what I could gain from it, what I could take from this relationship, not what I could give back to it. You know what I mean? And I see it happen all the time. See it happen all the time. You know what I mean? And I get it, man. You do have some really crazy people out there. You have some people out there that do not give no F's, right? I'm not saying those people don't exist, right? When it comes to you dealing with those people, just pay attention to who you're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? And make sure the joke's on them, not on you, right? When you become aware that a person is a certain type of way, then at that point, stop lying to yourself and stop being so emotional about it. Born too late. Our grandparents were doing it right. They have the real love. In some cases, man. In some cases, yes. I would agree with that. But there's a lot that we don't know about that happened behind the scenes. You understand what I'm saying? There is a lot that we don't know about that did happen behind the scenes as well. Sometimes with some of our parents and some of our grandparents, right? Someone says, "What's your favorite color?" No, I don't really have a favorite color. At one point, my favorite color was red, but I don't think I really have a favorite color, because I don't like red for everything. I don't think red goes great with everything. Like I wouldn't paint my room red. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I have favorite colors for different things. I think that's their name, actually. Yeah, I think that's actually their name. Kiki Slim says, "You're absolutely correct. I met my person when I was 13, and he was okay. I'm 35 now. We are finally together after reconnecting. I always knew he'd be mine. Says Kiki Slim. Well, Kiki Slim, I don't want to get too much into the legalities of that. I don't quite really know what to say about that. I think it's amazing that you found your true love at 35. We're gonna speak about the 35 time, right? When you were 35. Um, yeah, it's a little tricky because you were 13, 13 years old. That's I think 13-year-olds should be focused on that. Um, but yeah, it's good that you were able to kind of find your love. You know what I mean? I would have left out the age when I was, if I was expressing that, to be completely honest with you. And it's not me being judgy or anything like that. But yeah, we kind of know how things are when it comes to that. He was too old when I was 13. We didn't do anything. Okay, good, 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 good. Thank you so much thank you so much for rectifying that. Thank you so much for rectifying that. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And yeah, sometimes things do work like that. You know what I mean? So in that case, yeah, that's not too bad. That's definitely not too bad. I've been in situations before, guys, where I've rushed relationships. I've rushed into situationships. Um, you know, yeah, I've been in those situations before. Mr. Guy that his whose name is What's My Name? Okay, what's my name then? But your name actually comes after your message. I don't really understand what it is that's happening there. I don't know what your name is because I can't read that language that it's in, sir. Um, so my apologies for that, but I don't know what to really do with that, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, but welcome and thank you for joining us. But yeah, you know, love can be quite tricky at times. You know what I mean? Love can be quite tricky at times. I'm not gonna sit up here in front. Or are you healed or in a relationship? Just asking, says Kiki Slim. Um, I'm not in a relationship. Hold on one second. Okay. He says that's not from another language. That's from Arabic. Well, yes, sir. Big up to the Arabics and Saudi Arabia, and but I don't speak that language, sir. So I don't know what to say. What the name is? I cannot tell you your name. All right, let me get back to Kiki. I apologize for that. But yeah. So when you say "Are you healed?" I think healing, it's a process. I think I've healed from a lot. Um, I would say in terms of being emotionally healed from relationships, I would say I'm about 80, 85, 80, 85%, right? Because sometimes I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes I do kind of think back to certain things that didn't work out and how certain things panned out. But for the most part, I kind of am present when it comes to relationships. And I kind of look more toward the future, right? So it's not to say, yeah, I think healing is something that you kind of you do it over time. You understand what I'm saying? And I think especially when relationships, when it comes to men, I don't think men kind of especially when they love someone, I don't think they really move on as quickly a lot of times. But for me, yeah, I do have the capability to move on quickly. Especially now, to be completely honest with you. Honesty is a huge step. Nice work. Yeah, Kiki. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not just be honest with it? You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say around 85%. I would say around 85%. Guys, usually I start this stream at around 11:30. But you know something? I want us to get to, so we have a whole hour, right? And within that hour, I want us to get to 600 subscribers. So we're 5 subscribers away, and it would be awesome if we were able to get to 600 subscribers before September the 1st, right? Because next month is going to be my birth month, And yeah, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more next month than I streamed this month. Even though this month was a fantastic month. Yeah, next month I'm gonna be streaming a whole lot more. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. 563. Oh, word. Okay, cool. I hope she sees this. Not entirely sure who. I don't think so, Kiki. I don't think they're gonna see this, but it's cool. For me, at the moment, I'm not trying to search too hard for love. Yeah, love isn't something. Don't get it twisted, guys. Love is attract, right? Don't. I wouldn't say search for love because you are love. Like embody the characteristics of love, right? So yeah, just to rectify that. Am I open to stumbling across it, just being myself? Oh, he says I'm. Or he's trying to say I am open to stumbling across it, just being myself, having fun, being authentic, working on myself. Then whatever happens, happens. I agree. I agree, man. I agree 100%. Don't chase. Don't ever chase. Chasing isn't what you're supposed to do. It's not what you do, right? We live in a spiritual world. It's about attracting. You understand what I'm saying? And those things will fall into place, right? It will fall into place, right? When it gets to that point where you see, all right, cool, I see the attraction is there, and the signals are there, and you see where there's like a mutual sort of spiritual tango. And guys, don't be afraid to really meditate on these things as well. Don't be afraid to really meditate on these things and take the spiritual avenue. Set a solid foundation based on spirituality. Get to do things together. See if you guys like to be around each other. You know what I mean? Do you know my name? Do you want a hint of my name? Sure, sure, sure. Give us a hint of your name because I'm not gonna guess what your name is. Manish Kumar says, "Live, love is Jesus." Okay, Manish Kumar, pick up yourself. Precisely, says Kiki Slim. Absolutely, yes. This isn't something that you chase. You don't want to chase love. You don't want to chase people, right? When you're chasing someone, they're going. I made a short about that as well, months and months ago. When you're chasing someone, it's like you're chasing someone, they're going away, right? You understand what I'm saying? So you're chasing, you're trying to catch them. You catch up to them. You know what I mean? They run off again, right? There's really no point in chasing them because when you're chasing them, they're going in the opposite direction. So yeah, don't chase it. Don't chase it. You see how attraction, it sort of works like this, right? You're attracting someone. It's like when you guys are attracting one another, it goes like this. This is attraction, right? This is chasing, right? You don't want a foundation based on chasing. My name is Michelle. I am from Kuwait. It's closer to Saudi Arabia. Big up yourself, Michelle. Pleasure to meet you. It's like chasing the wind. You'll never catch. You'll never catch the wind if you chase the wind. You're absolutely right about that. There's no point in chasing the wind, guys. Please make sure you are liking the video as well, liking the live stream. We are now 4 subscribers away from the coveted 600 subscribers, which it will be absolutely brilliant if we were able to reach 600 subscribers before. That's right, before the month of September, which is my birth month, and I'm gonna be going so hard next month. I got so much content that's coming up next month. You guys just wait and see. But yeah, love ain't something that you want to chase around. But yeah, modern day society, you don't want to chase everything and everyone either, right? And you do have like this one sided attraction where you're attracted to somebody, right? So this is like the one sided attraction. So I'm gonna do an illustration. So the one sided attraction is this, right? So that person, without even trying, sometimes is doing all the attracting, right? So this is you, right? And that's what's happening. This is you. And you're just, right? So boom. So now this person brings you in. So now this person is really in control because guess what? You're attracted to them, but they ain't attracted to you, right? Or if they are attracted to you, it's not that much. You see what I'm saying? So when it's all said and done, guys, Be mindful of that as well. Folgers in your cup. Do you think I'm a boy or a girl? Says the person who says they're Michelle. Look, I don't know. I don't want to guess these things. Please, please. And I want to kind of focus on what it is that we're talking about right now. So if you don't mind, please, Michelle, if you like to stay, please, no more of those posts. Thank you so much. My birthday is tomorrow. 27 years young. Happy birthday next month. Happy birthday, Liam. 27 years young. That's a fact. Wow, 27. 27 years old. Years young, I should say. September. So you're a Virgo as well, like me and my mom. Awesome. Awesome. 27 is a great age. When I was 27, I was I don't want to sort of segue into that. But when I was 27, I was like on the hinge of like divorce, right? Like, things were going really, really crazy in my relationship at that time. But yeah, definitely was a lot of lessons learned in that whole situation. Yeah. But happy birthday tomorrow when it comes. Hopefully, I can be the first to wish you happy birthday on your birthday if you're still here at 12 midnight. So yeah. Manish Kumar says, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. Brilliant. Brilliantly said. Thank you so much for that. Cold turkey over here, bro, going through it, says Chris Calden. Say that, man. Say that. Say that. What kind of video games do you play? Okay. Hide user from this channel. I'm not going to keep going over it with that guy. My apologies. So, yeah, we do have one less person, which kind of sucks. But they're talking about stuff that doesn't have anything to do with what it is that we're talking about here. And, yeah, I could do without that. I don't think that's something that we need. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the kind words. No doubt, man. No doubt. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being one of the founding members as well. One of the original members that were here before 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate all of that. So as this channel, continues to grow, yeah, man. I'm looking for people to build with, some really good people to build with, and you really contribute a lot of great things to. Are you in the UK, Liam? Are you in the UK? Because I can't really see your profile picture, but it looks like you have on like a Adidas sort of sweats that like the soccer players train with. So I'm thinking you're in the UK. Because funny thing is, man, today I decided that I'm not going to pay so much attention to soccer like I once did, or football, right? Because I was paying so much attention to football, right? And it's almost as if I was almost neglecting other things that needed to be done, because I was too emotionally invested into supporting my team. And today it dawned on me that, man, listen, you kind of have to revisit your strategy. Stop paying so much attention to what's going on over there. In the sports world and in the football world, because at the drop of a dime, a referee could make a decision and just screw up your whole day. You know what I mean? Didn't screw up my whole day, but it definitely was a rough morning because of something that happened in one of the games that I was watching earlier today. And that really sucked. I'm not going to lie to you. That really, really sucked. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, it's 4:30 a.m. I'm the guy from Burnley. Right. Burnley. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I remember the guy from Burnley. It's 4:38, and it's Saturday night. It's 11:12. It was 11:11 when you sent that through. It's 11:12 now. And yeah, Saturday night over here. I was going to say something, but I forgot what I was about to say. I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I might end the stream for briefly at around 11:30, and I might come back at around 11:45 because I did have something that I needed to do. But if I don't have to do it, then I'll just continue to stream. If you had to eat a live squirrel or a dead dog, okay, okay, I don't eat meat, sir. I don't eat land meat, land creatures. I'm sorry. I haven't eaten anything on the land um, in over 2.5 years, and I used to eat chicken. I wouldn't dream of eating a squirrel or a dog, to be completely honest with you. But thank you so much, Gafafal, Gafaful, if that's what your name is. Um, but yeah, let me see the results of the poll. Have you ever had your heart broken? Is the question that was asked in the poll. And of the 28 votes that we have, 64% of the people in the poll said yes, they have had their heart broken. So you see, based on what it is, and I asked that question for a reason, right? Because I'm sure you guys have heard of the old saying, hurt people," right? So if you have 64% of the, even though it's only 28 people that took the vote, right? You have 64% of the people that said they've had their heart broken. Well, now what sort of effects does that have on society? Now, are the 64% of people that have had their heart broken, right? And they go off now into society or into the dating world. What percentage of that 64% are now going to return the favor or are now going to not fully immerse themselves in the love because they thought they found the person of their dreams, and it turned out that person really wasn't the person of their dreams at all, right? It was actually a connection made in hell, so to speak, right, for lack of a better term. So if you pay close attention to that, now it's up to 30, and 67% of people have said yes, they've gotten their hearts broken. So hold on. Gafaful says, if the question was easy, I wouldn't be asking. I'm locked in a dark room ATM, and I'm not allowed to leave till I eat one. It's like Saw. Oh man. So listen, that's not a question that you should ask me. You should ask yourself. That question should be based now on how badly do you want to survive, right? How badly do you want to survive the situation? So that's not a decision for me to make for you, sir. Though I know you're trolling, but that is a decision you're gonna have to make for yourself, Mr. Gafaful. Thank you so much. Q says, Unc, I asked a girl for her number. I'm Unc now? I don't think I'm Unc. I don't have any nieces or nephews. She said she had a dude. She I think he's trying to say gave me her snap. By the way, I brought her flowers before asking. She kept the flowers. What does this mean? Should I still tap in? Look. All right, so it depends. She has a man. Didn't she say she has a man? If she tells you she has a man, right? And you know she has a man. What do you gain now from a union from this young lady? Right? What do you now gain from a union from this young lady? What is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for an authentic connection? Or are you just looking for something in the moment? Because if you're just looking for something in the moment, I don't know what I should be telling you in that situation. Right? She kept the flowers. Because maybe she likes flowers. Right? And maybe she likes the attention that you're giving her. Right? But you've also established that she's also in a relationship. So now what does that speak to her loyalty if she were to tap in with you? Right? And what would that speak to your morals if you know she's in a relationship, right? Yet you don't care. You see what I mean? So for me, if I know somebody's in a relationship, I'm going to respect that. I don't care. And when I say I don't care, like I just don't. I don't care enough to sort of ruin a relationship that somebody's in, right? If they're in a relationship, right? In order to attain that person's significant other. I really don't see the point in that. Honestly, I don't. I don't see the point in that. Because that already that foundation is flawed. That's already a flawed foundation. Guys, please make sure you are subscribing to the channel as well. As we approach the 600 mark, we want to get four subscribers through the door before the 1st of September. So if you guys could really help out in that regard, that would be awesome. Name which I cannot read says, do you know the song Champion in Korea? If you don't know, can I listen to it? Yeah, you can listen to it. If you want to listen to it, why not? D and Lee says nothing. Unconvinced Justice said, you'll lose her the same way you got her. Absolutely. Absolutely. You'll lose her just like how you got her, brother. So that speaks volumes of the type of person that she is. And it speaks about the type of person that you are as well. And that's not me being facetious. I don't even know what that term means, but it just sounded good there. Right? But yeah, you know, it speaks volumes about both of you guys' personalities and perspectives and morals and all of that sort of stuff. So if that's something that you choose to pursue, then who am I to tell you not to, right? And if that's something that she entertains, yeah, you know, but at the same time, it's not a solid foundation. It's not. And D and Lee's life is absolutely right, because you will lose her just like how you got her. To be completely honest with you, it's such a thing as soft landing. No, or not interested. Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right about that. Hair Grease says exactly. So he agrees. Okay, good. Can you do the Deadpool dance? I cannot, Alfonso Cabanas. I unfortunately cannot do the Deadpool dance. I don't know what it is, if I'm honest with you. Are you Obama Harris? I am not Obama Harris. I am not. It's me, Mario says hi. What are you talking about, G? Well, we're talking about the current state of relationships in the Western world and in the world in general, and how people are kind of speaking curses into their relationship based on the things that they're saying, based on their thoughts, based on their feelings, based on their programming, and based on their ability to give and also receive love. Right? There's more factors, guys, but these are the ones that we're focusing on tonight. So yeah, don't speak curses into your love life based on the things that you say, based on the way that you're programmed, right? And there absolutely is, there are people out there that are programmed just like you, right? And when I say programmed just like you, that's for lack of a better term. I mean, you know, in a similar, if not the same vibration when it comes to that exact subject, right? So find your tribe, guys. You know, you're probably just looking for love in all the wrong places. And you shouldn't be looking for love anyway. You should be attracting, right? So you're probably attracting, or not, you actually are looking for love in the wrong places, because you should be attracting love anyway. What is developer psychology? I request you to tell me in detail. Sir, you can Google search that, good sir. Reach boss. I request you to tell me in detail. Research that, man. Because I don't know. What is developer psychology? I do not know, sir. It's me, Mario says, give me an example, please. Give you an example of what exactly, sir? Please, please elaborate on what exactly you're talking about, so that I can give you an example, if you don't understand what it is that I'm saying. Guys, please make sure that you are liking the video and also subscribing to the channel. Really helps the algorithm once you like and subscribe. So we're two subscribers away from the coveted 600 subscribers, which we would love to get to that 600 subscriber mark before September the 1st, because that would speak volumes, about our growth, the amount of growth that we've had this month, in doing what it is that we do here, and the amount of love that I have for you guys, each and every one of you, in doing this. Like, this is remarkable. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Says myself, Vyam Roy from USA, New York City resident. I am studying of London, Oxford University. I am a psychologist student. My age is 23. It's nice, pleasure to meet you, says Reach Boss. Pleasure to meet you as well. Thank you so much. And good luck with all of your endeavors. It's me, Mario, says, what you said about bringing things into a relationship. It's me, Mario, says, do you love me? I love everybody that's here right now. I love the world. I love life. I love energy. So at your core, yes, at your core, absolutely. Adeline says, how often do you go to church? Haven't been to church in years, if I'm completely honest with you. Guys, we're only one subscriber away from the coveted 600 subscribers. So, guys, please make sure you are subscribing to the channel and liking the video. We do want to get that one subscriber before September the 1st to get into the 600 subscriber mark. That would be an awesome, awesome accomplishment for this channel as we grow and grow and grow as a community. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Gala says, Goliath says, we love you. Goliath is absolutely right about that. If someone loves us so much that he is ready to give his life for us, wait, where are we going with this? And on the other hand, someone respects us so much, then tell me which one should we choose between love and respect? Look, me personally, why wouldn't you choose love? In that case, like, especially with the way how you describe that whole situation, why wouldn't you choose love in that situation? No, seriously, why wouldn't you choose love in that situation? Why would you choose anything but love in a situation like that? Come on, man. Come on, man. It's me, Mario says, I cheated. Okay, Mario. Care to elaborate more and let us know more about what happened in that situation? Bro, you look like Chris Gale. Adeline, I'm actually Jamaican as well. That Chris Gale comparison. Wow. Okay. I haven't heard that one before, but there could be some sort of ancestry connection as well, because Chris Gale, much like myself, is also Jamaican. He is also Jamaican. Yeah. And you know something else? You know something crazy? Yeah, my beard's gonna be white like Chris Gale's beard as well. Nah, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even 35 yet, right? And I'm already starting to have gray in my beard. So, yeah, big up to Chris Gale, man. Big up to Chris Gale, and big up to you. But yeah, I'm not Chris Gale, but we both are Jamaican, so there is that sort of connection that that's there. He says, I cheated. Does that make me a bad person? Look, I'm not here to convince you that you're a good person or a bad person. I'm not here to condemn you or, give you praise for that. It's just one of those things, is it something you're proud of? Is it something you feel guilty for doing? Is it something that, does it speak volumes of your character? Is it Is it the perfect display, or is it the perfect example of who you are as a person? I think those are questions that you kind of have to ask yourself. I can't judge you based on that situation, right? You may have had your reasons for why it is that you decided to cheat. I can't sort of put a finger on that, right? But does that make you a bad person, a good person? I don't know. I don't know, good sir. I don't know why you would have cheated. But yeah, then again, I'm not in your shoes. I don't know what was happening between you and your girl. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know the details. Gayla says, I feel like love is sometimes is toxic and could last for a long time. Respect is healthier and could end in any minute. Yeah. Yeah, people could lose respect for you, right? And people could also lose I don't know about losing love for you, right? Especially when you connect with somebody on a deep level. I don't think you ever not love that person, right? Or especially if you guys shared some brilliant moments together. You could love people from afar. Even people that have hurt you in the past, you can love them from afar as well. But respect, I don't think there's that much emotion attached to respect. You understand what I'm saying? You know? Well, I think love is stronger than respect, if I'm honest with you. You might remember I told you something that if you have to choose between love and respect, then of course you should choose respect, because the person who cannot respect you cannot love you either. There's some truth to that. But it's does that person respect themselves? Does that person love themselves, first of all? And does that person respect themselves? But yay. Congratulations, everyone. We have just reached the 600 subscriber mark. Brilliant, brilliant. So now let's get that number all the way up to 600. And I think we could do 10 more subscribers. Of course we can. Of course we can. So thank you guys for liking and subscribing. But yeah, back to what it is that we were saying. You said choose respect because the person who cannot respect you cannot love you either. There could be truth to that. There could be truth to that, but I think love doesn't, because you could respect somebody and not love them, right? You go to work, and if you have people that are above you, you respect them because they are quote unquote, in terms of the establishment, they are your boss, right? But do you love them? No. You just respect them because you want to keep your job. Do you love them? No. So, the situation actually determines that. Yeah. 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 Tyler says, all right, Tyler, see you later. He says, you look like Aquaman. Yeah, you look just like Aquaman. I never heard that one. I just subscribed, good sir. Thank you so much, Mario. I appreciate that. We are past the 600 subscriber mark, and we reached 600 subscribers with 30 with close. Well, yeah, when we reached 600, it was about 31 minutes to spare. But now we have 29 minutes to spare. So yeah, I think we've reached our goal. But I think before the stream ends, I want us to get to 610. And I think that's definitely something that we could do. We could reach 610, guys. We set our goals, and most of the time we achieve them on this channel. But thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you everyone for subscribing and liking the video as well. I appreciate each and every one of you guys immensely, right? Gratitude is definitely the attitude that I will take into September. Gratitude is definitely the attitude of September. So all September long, it's just gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Grateful to be alive. Grateful to be able to do this. Grateful to speak to you guys. Grateful to help in any way that I can. Just grateful. Gratefulness is definitely the theme of next month. Gratefulness is the theme of September, guys. Sally says, hi, just subscribe. Thank you so much, Sally. I appreciate that. Yes, we are up to 602. Wonderful. Jocelyn says, yo, I am here as always. Jocelyn, you know, you never fail to amaze me. I appreciate you being here, and I love you for that. 600 subs, brother. Congrats. Well deserved. Keep going. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much, Liam Davis. And you know something, Liam, I appreciate you so much. I want you to be a moderator on this channel, man, because I want to build with you as well, man. I want, you know, this is the team right here, guys. It's a team. Whenever you see somebody with the blue name, just know that those are people that we really value here on this channel. Liam is definitely proving himself to be a very valuable community member, and I appreciate him very much. Gayla says, yes. Big up yourself, Gayla. Thank you, Galaya. I'm so sorry. Galaya says, yes. I don't know why I keep, Galaya. Sorry about that. Sir, answer full definition of love. Says Reach Boss. Love is the energy that created everything that you see. Right? I can't necessarily give you the full definition of love. That may be something that you have to Google, right? You ask Google, what's the full definition of love? I could only give you my definition of love, right? But love is the source of where we all come from. Love is that sort of that attraction, right? That pulls us toward one another and doesn't repel us away from one another, right? Love is this. Love does this, right? Love pulls us together. It doesn't repel us apart. Love is that feeling that you feel when you're around someone. Yes, it is a feeling. It can be a feeling. It's a feeling of, but not can be a feeling. It can be a feeling. Affection, right? Pretty much that. But yeah, that's what, so affection is what they have, an intense feeling of deep affection, right? That's the definition of love, according to Google. But like I said, I could only give you my definition of it, right? Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. Gayla says, congrats. Thank you so much, Galaya. Why I keep calling you Gayla? I'm sorry about that. Life with a Girl says, I subbed. Big shout outs to Life with a Girl. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. And I will continue to give you guys all this good content. Subscribe again, because we're still at 602. So give me another subscribe. Ron Dobbins says, what's up? How's your night going? My night's going awesome. Awesome. Started the show an hour and some change early than I normally start the show. Because it's the weekend. I was off this weekend, and I do have some more time. So we're going to make this the best show thus far. I mean, before you guys got here, we were having a party. We absolutely were having a party. Well, not in the traditional sense of a party, getting up and yay. But the things that we were talking about, right, in terms of the mind frame, our thoughts, and our programming, and your ability to give and receive love. And I think that's something that people underestimate, that the other person's ability to receive love. Are they in the place, the state of being, to receive the love that you are giving to them? And I think a lot of people underestimate that aspect of love as well, because you might think you're giving that person everything that they want and everything that they need. But how much does that person love themselves, and how is that person equipped? Is that person equipped to receive the love that you're giving them, right? And the ego a lot of times can block that pathway, that passage for you to, deliver love to the person that you actually really do love. And sometimes people grew up in traumatic situations, right? People grew up with narcissistic parents, and having narcissistic parents can really affect someone in the long term over your whole life, right? Especially, all right, so if you had an absent father, right? And a narcissistic mother who felt like everything that you do is attributed to them and that you're supposed to worship them and that they're the boss and this, that, and the third. Like, those insecurities as well. You're gonna, if you're not strong enough and if you don't kind of neutralize that programming, eliminate that programming and reprogram yourself, then you're susceptible to continue that cycle over and over again. Everyone gives this video a thumbs up, says Ron Dubbins. My guy, Ron Dobbins. Appreciate you, my guy. Brother, what's your thoughts on Buddha's eightfold path? Adeline, if I'm completely honest with you, that would probably be something that I have to search up. So let's go through that. I think that could be a brilliant question. Let's go through what that is, right? I'm going to try to summarize what it is that you're saying. Buddha. I'm using a touch screen, by the way. Buddha, what'd you say? Eightfold path. Okay, so Google says, according to Buddha, this consists of right view, right resolve, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindful, and right concentration. The first seven are taught to be pillars that support right concentration. The eightfold path is path to liberation from samsara. I'm not even entirely sure what that really means, if I'm completely honest with you. I would probably need to do a little bit more research before I can really give you an answer that makes sense. Because, yeah, that is not clear. That's not a clear definition, right? You saying right path, right view, right resolve, right speech. I'm not entirely sure where to start with that. So yeah, I would have to do a little bit more learning in order to give you a correct answer on that. Unlocking Paradoxes will say, what's up, everyone? What's good? Unlocking Paradoxes. Great to have you. Hope you had a blessed day. How was your day? How was your day? It's me, Mario says, I cheated and don't feel good about myself, but kills me inside because I know I can't tell her because I know I will ruin our 15 years of marriage. So this is the spiritual part of things, right? That we're getting into. We're getting into the intangibles. We're getting into the soul right now when we talk about something like this, right? So here you are with your significant other. And I think a lot of times people think that they could hide these things from their significant other. Sometimes you can if they're not paying attention. But if they know you, trust me when I tell you, they will sense and see the shift in your energy. And they may not even want to believe it, right? But they're going to see the shift in your energy. So for me, in a situation like that, I would think the best thing for you to do, the best course of action, right, would be to just lay it all out on the table. Man, maybe you could fix it at that point if you lay it out on the table. She could be upset and decide, hey, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. But she will respect you because you came up and you said, hey, listen, such and such happened. I'll never do it again. I want this to work. I apologize. And, do what it is that you need to do, right? So, yeah, even though you cheated, which is nobody wants to get cheated on, the key thing is you kind of broke trust with someone. So now because you broke trust, you don't want to add interest on that, right? By keeping that situation tucked away in your unconscious because it's going to seep out in different ways. Trust me when I tell you, trust and believe, right? Because if this is true, that what you did isn't something that she would co-sign and it could be a deal breaker, right? However, people are willing to work with you if you are willing to work with them in some cases, not in every case. But if you do go to her and let her know, hey, listen, this happened. I'm sorry. It'll never happen again. I'd like to make this up to you. I want you to know that, You're very special to me, etc., etc. I'm not going to fill you up on everything that you need to say, but I think it would be in your best interest to kind of just lay it all out on the table, because now you don't even trust yourself anymore, right? How could you now trust yourself when you're concealing this aspect of you to your other half? Like, this is your person. This is your other half. You guys are one now, right? So that means once you guys unite, you guys are one. You guys unite together, right? The two of you become one. That means you guys have to share everything, right? Including your thoughts. You understand what I'm saying? Can't skimp on your thoughts. You can't skimp on anything. You guys are there to make one another happy. And you're supposed to be wanting to do things to make her more happy, to be a better version of yourself, to make yourself and to make your partner happy. So it's one of those things. Yeah. You got a little soul searching to do in that regard. I'm not upset with you, right? I think these things tend to happen sometimes. I'm not going to make any excuses for you, right? But I think what I would do is I would lay it out on the table. That's what I would do. I'm not telling you that's what you should do, right? But that's what I would do. So it's me, Mario. I believe that's what you should do. I hope that everyone has an amazing and memorable month of September. Absolutely. September is the month of gratitude. And thank you, Unlocking Paradoxes. I know it will be a memorable month. And I know it'll be a memorable month for Liam as well. His birthday is tomorrow. His birthday's in 16 minutes. Watching from the UK, says Sally. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love the UK. Big up to the UK. The United Kingdom is always tapping in and tuning in to what it is that we got going on here. Liam's from the UK. Sarah's from the UK. Owen is from the UK. Owen Rooney is from the UK. We got so many people in here that tap in from the UK, and I appreciate each and every single one of them. Absolutely brilliant country. I mean, it's not a country, right? It consists of what? 3-4 countries: Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England. But big up to the UK. Hello from Lebanon, my brother. Big up yourself, Mo Ahmed. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. And big up to Lebanon. Big up to everybody out there in Lebanon. I'm sure it's a beautiful country. I haven't been, but I'm sure it's a beautiful country with a lot of very beautiful and kind people. Ron Dobbin says, hope everyone in the chat is having a good weekend. A fantastic chat, man. I believe so. I believe everyone is having a good weekend. Look where they are. There's no way you're having a bad weekend and you're here with us. There's no way. There's no way. You're having a phenomenal weekend. You're having a phenomenal night. And the vast majority of you guys have liked and subscribed. I know it. But I'm going to check the poll to see what the poll says. Wow. Did you guys check the poll? Because I'm just checking it now. And the question is, have you ever had your heart broken? So out of 70 people who have voted, 73% says yes. Wow, guys. Wow. He says, I appreciate the trust. I will help when I can. That's all I ask, my brother. That's all I ask, Liam. I identify as a potato. Shout out, says Ahmed. Big shout outs to you, Ahmed. Let me go back because I don't want to miss anything. Sally says, there are many types of love. To love is goodwill, and to get love is weak intention, but to cross every limit to get love is inhuman, because every war can be won with love, but love cannot be won with war. Very poetic. He identifies as a potato. Appreciate the trust. Yep. Joseph Semet says, what's a moment in your life you wish you could erase, not just from your memory, but from existence? How would you erase it? Change who you are today, and would you still want to be that person? I think I answered that question already, Joseph. I think I answered like 6 of your questions, and I answered that one already. And I don't remember what I said. We all appreciate you as well, Oneje Harris. Thank you so much. Unlocking Paradoxes. Casey Harris says, you watch Justice League Unlimited? I did not watch Justice League Unlimited. How was it? How was it? Guys, we're up to 603 subscribers, so big congratulations to the community. Guys, we've been excess of 400 subscribers this month. Excess of 400 subscribers this month, just this month, guys. Something crazy, probably like 450, something crazy like that. And I have each and every one of you guys to thank for that. Yeah, and look, tonight we went up just around what, 13 subscribers or something like that. And I know, is it 13 today overall? Maybe 13 subscribers. And I know we can get to 610 by the end of the night. So I appreciate you guys. Sarah's here. Sarah is here. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? I was actually just talking about you, Sarah. Letting someone know that you're from the UK as well. How do you handle disagreements? Says Adeline. Well, disagreements aren't necessarily a black or white thing, right? Like it's not always just one dimensional, right? There's different ways to handle different disagreements. Like not every disagreement's gonna be the same. So I be a little bit more specific because, a disagreement, you have to come to the understanding that everyone doesn't share the same perspective. Everyone doesn't share the same point of view. Everyone does not share the same mind. So because everyone doesn't share all of those same things, people are going to look at the world different. People are going to do things that may not be in the best interest of you, right? But I think perspective plays a big part in how you handle disagreements. And I think remaining calm, if it's not something that's life-threatening, I think remaining calm is the best thing that you could do if you're having a disagreement. Adeline, I hope that sort of answers your question, but if you have a specific disagreement, maybe we could sort of just map that out together. You know what I mean? And I could just give you some perspective based on that. It's me, Mario, says check mark. Thank you so much, Mario. So that means you understand, but, that's you. Doing good. Thank you, Unlocking Paradoxes, says Sarah. Cass P says, if a man slaps a woman, is it okay? Can he be forgiven? I think he can be forgiven. But I think it's up to the person that's doing the forgiving as well. But yeah, I think he can be forgiven, right? Provided he didn't unalive her, right? But yeah, you don't want to hold on to those things, right? It's never right for you to put yourself in that position, right? Mistakes do happen, but yeah, yeah. Who's your favorite boxer? I don't know. I don't know. I have a few favorite boxers. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe actually, you know what? Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is my favorite boxer. Muhammad Ali is my favorite boxer. Muhammad Ali, and it was way before my time. But yeah, Ali. I gave someone my heart before I knew how to use it. Wow. Okay. Best to be born. It's a big quote. It's huge. Assalamu alaikum, brother, says Hamza Thelion. Big up yourself, Hamza Thelion. Thank you so much for joining us today. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Tanaz777 says, yes, I have had my heart broken. I think most people have. It goes to show you, see, 75 people have voted, 73%, guys, 73% of you said you've had your heart broken. So yeah, it's definitely something that a lot of people have been through. Ik Benin Berliner says, my advice. Tanaz says, wow. Kelly says, I'm Indian. Big up yourself, Kelly. Thank you for sharing. Big up yourself. Can we erase a date or an event from existence instead of memory? Says Unlocking Paradoxes. Can we? Can we erase a date from existence? I think On one level, no, right? On one level, no. On another level, there is no such thing as the past, right? Everything is happening simultaneously, in a higher level, right? There is no such thing as time. But if you're looking at it from a third dimensional perspective, there are plenty of things that we don't know that happened yesterday, right? Something happened over in China that I don't know about. Is it in existence? It doesn't exist to me, right? I don't know if it's existence. You understand what I'm saying? So in that regard, I would say, yeah, but it's all based on perspective. You know what I mean? It's I think that's more of a it's more of a subjective thing than it's more of an objective thing, I should say, than anything else. But maybe not to the degree that you want to hear, oh, can you completely erase this day from existence? Yesterday was once tomorrow, man. Yesterday was once tomorrow. So yeah, it's a very difficult question to answer. I'm not gonna lie to you. Justin Vaca says, "Hi, how you doing, Justin? Welcome, welcome. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining us." JMan91 says, "That's such a deep question that I forgot to answer." Justin Vaga says, "I have 22 subscribers. Big up yourself and big up to your subscribers. Be grateful for that. And one day those subscribers will grow based on the content that you're putting out. Trust me when I tell you, you can have wonderful months. And August has been our best month on ever, right? So thus far, and we've had in excess of 400 subscribers. But in the future, we'll have months way bigger than this. As they're going to make August look like chump change, right? So just kind of keep that perspective and continue to look at life that way. You know what I mean? And congratulations on your 22 subscribers. You got to start somewhere. So, yeah, big up yourself, Justin." Kelly says, "Crying emoji. I'm Indian. Is that a crying emoji? I'm not. I don't have an Android. Looks like that's a crying emoji, though. For me, I wish I could prevent my brain injury from happening. However, since it was from the action of an intoxicated neighbor taking the memory away would fix the situation. But I would imagine if I didn't have my traumatic brain injury and epilepsy, I would be more presentable and successful." I can understand from your perspective. However, the universe, life itself, doesn't take away anything from you without giving you the seed of an equivalent advantage. That advantage, however, is something for you to discover. And I'll give you an example. People who lose their sight, right, now have to rely on their other senses, right? So they smell more. Their sense of smell is better. Their sense of hearing is better. Their sense of tasting is better, right? Their sense of thinking, right? So all of these capacities are increased based on the disadvantage that they now have in terms of their sight, right? So unlocking paradoxes, yes, you may be going through certain things that make you unique, that give you a unique perspective that maybe not a lot of people have, right? But at the same time, you have the seed of equivalent advantage that other people do not have. So you have a unique perspective that other people don't. So regardless of what it is and how people look at you and all that, some people don't think I'm presentable, right? With my hair, how my hair is, and whatever, right? But it is what it is. So I try not to reside in the frequency of what people think of me, right? It's more about what I think of myself. So it's about building confidence in myself, right? It's about learning my likes and dislikes. It's about attracting my tribe. Everyone's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And everyone's not going to be Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Yo, Cristiano Ronaldo started his YouTube page and is all like last week, right? And he's already at like 56. I didn't check lately, but last time I checked, he was on like 53, 54 million subscribers. There's people that have been YouTubing for since it came out, right? That don't have 100 subscribers, right? But that's his path. That's his life. You understand what I'm saying? And everyone's not going to achieve that same level of success overnight. And he didn't achieve that level of success overnight because it took him years to get to where he's at right now. But now he's reaping the rewards of all of his hard work and all of his dedication and all of his discipline, right? And people are really fascinated by him. Like they were fascinated with Kobe. Like they were fascinated with Jordan. Like they're fascinated with LeBron. Like they're fascinated with Messi. Right? So yeah, these people do have some sort of, what would you say now, advantage based on the fact that they do have a big brand and they're known world over and people admire the work that they've put in and all of that sort of stuff. But that doesn't make you any less valuable than they are. It doesn't. Right? So now you have to find a seat of equivalent advantage based on what it is that you've been through. And I'm sure you'll be able to tap into other people who are in the same sort of or a similar situation, and you can give them advice and they can learn from you. Right? But unlocking paradoxes, condolences for everything that you've been through. I know it must be very difficult for you to have gone through that stuff. Right? But I know you have it in you to overcome your own thoughts and to overcome your own perspective on what it is that you're going through. Right? And it just, love yourself even more. Be that love. Be that love that you desire. Just be it. Tap into it. It's there. It's inside you. Trust me when I tell you that. And I'm grateful to have you here. I think you're a phenomenal person. Every time you pop up, I feel good. I feel great. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you definitely have so much value here, and I sincerely appreciate you, and I believe in you, man. J-Man 15 says, I believe. J-Man 91 says 15, I believe. Wait, what did I miss? I'm not entirely sure what it is you're referring to, sir. Oh, okay. It's your channel. I want to subscribe to you. Okay. I appreciate the subscription, Justin Vaca. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, we're up to 604 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Guys, please make sure you are still subscribing to the channel and liking the video as well. I love all of you guys. Real talk. To this day, I'm still affected by that. There are things unlocking paradox. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Rooney's here. Yo, Rooney, what's good? Owen Rooney. I was talking about you earlier tonight in a stream as well. Because we had a few people from the UK as well, and I was kind of listing them out. And I mentioned you as well, Owen Rooney, from the UK, my guy over there in Liverpool. Big up yourself, and welcome back home, brother. That's what you think and feel. Unlocking paradoxes. Change that view on things, and trust me, things will change. Absolutely, absolutely. But none but ourselves can really, change that perspective. To be completely honest with you, always, brother, you're better than your situation. Always. That's right. Justin Vaca says, "I have to." Thank you so much. Thank you. Says J-Man91. What is your channel? J-Man90. Okay, those guys are having a conversation. I'm gonna. This life is designed to break your heart, says Michael Vincent Jr. That's not a perspective that I would take on this life, to be completely honest with you. And again, it goes back to the programming that we were talking about earlier in the show. And Michael Vincent, I don't know if you were here earlier when I mentioned the programming, and this is how we kind of speak curses into our life, by speaking like that, right? So if you have that perspective, then what do you think you're going to see? You're only going to be the filter, the way how you see the world. You're only going to see the world from that perspective, Michael Vincent Jr. You're going to see the world that if that's something that you want to paint the world with, then that's how you're going to see the world, Michael Vincent Jr. So life isn't designed to break your heart. It's not. Do heartbreaks happen? Sure. Is it a part of life? Yeah. Is life designed to do that? No. Growing pains, right? You live and you learn. You become stronger, right? Maybe it was designed to strengthen your spirit, strengthen your soul, strengthen your awareness, strengthen your love, right? Love yourself even more. Good things happen, love yourself. Bad things happen, love yourself even more. In spite of it. You don't think you can love yourself even more? Okay, love yourself even more. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean your true self, not just your physical self, right? Your true self, the true essence of who you are, deep within. Michael Vincent Jr., big up yourself, though. Thank you so much for sharing, and I appreciate that. Owen Rooney says, to be honest, bro, I used to feel hate towards the girl who hurt me. I think most people can relate to that. Even when I said to you about wasting years, but I've changed that, and I just wish the best and try to love on. Don't sit on it too much. It's none of our faults. Life has its course. Very well said. Very well said. Very true, but I was trying to answer the question about memory. I wanted to get rid of, but since getting rid of memory wouldn't take away the dead receptors in my brain. Oh, okay. I think unlocking paradoxes is referring to the question that I was talking about before in terms of getting rid of memory. There are some memories that I tried to get rid of, man. And I tried to get rid of those memories through the green plant, right? Right. Everybody knows what the green plant is. There were things that I just didn't want to experience. It was just too much at the time. And I since had to just come to terms with it. I had to come to grips with it. I had to realize that, hey, listen, maybe this isn't happening to me. This is probably happening for me, right? So shifting your perspective to viewing it as, all right, this is happening in my favor, and everything has the seed of an equivalent advantage. So even though things have went bad, and the people that I cared about and the people that I sacrificed for and gave everything to, right, that went and slept in my car so that they could be happy, right? And when those people turn their back on you, yeah, that hurts. That hurts. That stings. It really does. Especially when this is somebody that you love beyond belief, right? But life goes on. You can't hold on to that. You understand what I'm saying? And it does give you a level of strength you may not have even, you couldn't even dream of prior to that. So you are blessed, unlocking paradoxes. Do not ever forget that. Once upon a time, we used to be excited growing up. But look at us now. How lonely we feel. How we battling with ourselves to live the life. Edeline. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. You know what I mean? Being alone doesn't equate to being lonely. Being alone just means you're alone. Right? But are you really alone? On one level, you're alone. On a physical level. And yeah, we are social creatures, right? But sometimes you got to enjoy the company of yourself as well. There's plenty that you could do to enjoy your own company, right? Now I understand that perspective when you were growing up and, people sort of treated you, like a kid, like, oh, so cute, oh, this, that, and you know what I mean? And you had your friends that you were playing with and all of that sort of stuff. But the future looks bright as well, right? Don't always just look back. There's plenty of love out there for you, Adeline. There's plenty of life left for you to live as well. Just enjoy the moment that you're in. Yeah. Sarah says, if we erased any memories, it would take part of us away that made us who we are today. That rhymed unintentionally, by the way. Yes, it did. It definitely did rhyme, by the way. Michael Vincent Jr. says, tomorrow's people, do you know where you are coming from? Not entirely sure what that means, but big up yourself. Tomorrow's people, do you know where you are coming from? You mean, do you know tomorrow where you are coming from yesterday, or where you're coming from today? Because in order to create a better tomorrow, you have to start from today. You can't start from yesterday. Yesterday already started and it's happening, right? So, yeah, I think that's what I mean, that's what I get from it anyway. Why don't you have an Android, says Big Task. Just don't. I just don't. Justin Vaca says, anybody. I barely started that one. I don't think he's talking to me. You lose one sense, then the other sense is amplified. Yes, yes, indeed. Thank you for giving me the beautiful apologies that you presented. I definitely didn't realize that, but you are right. A lot of people appreciate me, and I am lucky for that. Yes, you are unlocking prayer. You're very fortunate. I appreciate you. You made me think of Kenshi from Mortal Kombat. Whenever he became blind, he became more powerful. Analogies, not apologies. Sorry, autocorrect. Yeah, that's all good, man. It's cool. Thanks so much, Onaje Harris. No, thank you. I appreciate you. And 100% I believe in you, man. I believe in you. And I believe there's a whole bunch of great things to come from you. I believe you're going to be able to do things that other people just do not have the ability to do, because they don't have your unique perspective. And you just have to embrace that unique perspective that you now have. You know, you're a superhero now. It's as simple as that. You're not an ordinary person. You weren't meant to be ordinary. Yeah, you're blessed. Your words are building this nation. You are the change you want, says J-Man 91. Big up yourself, J-Man 91. I don't know if he's talking to me or if he's talking to the other person that he was talking to before. I believe in you too, Unlocking Paradoxes, says Sarah. Absolutely, Sarah. I believe in you as well. We are all limitless. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Aha, big up, brother. Did you see the red card? I've been waiting to hear your opinion on it. It's ridiculous. Owen Rooney? All right, guys, we're going to segue a little bit. We're going to get back to what it is we're talking about today. But, Owen, you know what that did? We're talking about these things happening for a reason. I've had season after season of heartache. Every season, right? From Arteta talking about it's a disgrace. Last season, the Newcastle game, the Villa game, the ball that went over the line. I just see so many times we have decisions that don't go in our... When Tomiyasu was sent off last year for wasting time, when he for 4 seconds, right when he had the ball for 4 seconds and he didn't throw the ball, he got booked for wasting time a second time and sent off. The league's corrupt, bro. It's corrupt. And I've decided, you know what? Why should I keep investing my emotion into this? When the players that work so hard, I even did a video about it. My last live that I did earlier today, I did a live on this. Because these people work so hard. The players work so hard to be the best at their craft. Arteta and the coaching staff work so hard to be the best at what it is that they do. Why should a result be hinged on a bad refereeing mistake like that? Why? So because of that, I decided, you know what? This game it's not a fair game. It's not fair game. So you know what? I'm going to fall back because I can't keep allowing things outside of myself to be influencing how my day pans out. Right? So even though I still love my team, I'm not going to be as emotionally invested as I once was. I'm not going to be watching every game like a hawk like I once was. Because this is the part of it that just doesn't make any sense to me. Season after season, especially the last 2 consecutive seasons before this one, bad refereeing decisions inevitably cost us the title overall. Right? So because of that, I just kind of got to fall back, bro. Because that shouldn't be the determining factor. And we keep talking about these referees too much. Right? And the way how that makes me feel, I don't like that feeling. So because of that, It's like I'm allowing something outside of myself to control how I feel. So I decided to take back the power away from it. And I spoke about it when I talked to like addiction. I talked about addiction and sort of how we're so emotionally invested into our sports team. And we're addicted to finding out what the result is. And we're addicted to seeing how our favorite players are playing and all of those things. And I'm like, yeah, man, I just got to fall back from this because this is not having the most positive effect. So let me just chill. But I still love my team. It's just that, yeah, I can't keep putting myself through this. The fans are paying too much money to go see these games. People all around the world are watching these games. The players are playing these games. They've waited their whole life for these moments, right? They spent their whole life working. They spent the whole year, last year, gelling together as a team, working together to become the best at their craft. It should never be a refereeing bias that decides a game or decides games like this. And for that's the thing that really makes me go, you know what? I'm good. I think that happened for a reason. So because that happened, cool. I've just kind of set myself free from that. You know what I mean? But thank you so much. Hey man, I ain't watching a lot tonight. I'm going to sleep. Just wanted to stop by for the night and say hi. Give a like, enjoy your night, and everyone else, just think of your future, not past. Thank you, Hillbilly G, my guy. Big up yourself. Thank you, man. I sincerely appreciate that. Have a blessed night yourself, man. Thank you for stopping by and dropping in that like. Yeah. Hey guys, if you are new, please continue to like and subscribe, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Right, it really helps the algorithm. We are up to 604 subscribers, guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I think this week, like Tuesday or Wednesday, we were on like 655. So we already got like 60 subscribers, 50 subscribers since then, close to 50 anyway. So yeah, big ups to each and every one of you. And we reached our goal. By the way, Liam, happy birthday. I forgot to tell you happy birthday. It's 12:14 now. Liam, happy birthday if you're still in the chat. If not, I'm sending that happy birthday across the airwaves. Even though I did tell you happy birthday yesterday, I also want to tell you happy birthday right now. It's now September the 1st, and it's Liam's birthday. So happy birthday. Pardon me. Happy birthday to him. Hello, brother Baruch Hashem. You have a great soul, my friend. Thank you so much. I don't know who Baruch Hashem is, though. I don't know who that is. Jeremy Carroll, big up yourself. J-Man says, amen, brother. Ashton says, you the GOAT. Big up yourself, Ashton. He is Ashton. Ahaha. Do you think natural medicine and medications can be effective as medicines and therapies? Unlocking paradoxes, that's a brilliant question. So as far as natural medicine and medication, I think everything that we do have in medicine actually comes from the natural world. I think they do go through processes. I think a lot of times, especially when it comes to chemicals, they do tend to have side effects because our body was not really designed to really digest certain things. And so in some cases, natural remedies, I'm only going to say some cases, as of right now, right? In some cases, natural remedies do tend to work better because you're getting the energy directly from the source. In some cases, right? But also lifestyle changes, you know what I mean? Like changing your lifestyle, changing your diet, and sticking and just being disciplined with your diet, being disciplined with your, not only your physical diet, but also your spiritual diet as well. The things that you tell yourself, the people that you're around, the love that you have for yourself, not being too stressed out, not being negative all the time, not living in a state of depression and hatred and jealousy. And you understand what I'm saying? Like those things also have an effect on the body as well. Those things also release negative chemicals on the body as well. Those things also lower your vibration and your frequency. Pardon me. Those things also lower your frequency. So, yeah, I think in terms of the things that you consume, try as best to consume natural products and try as best as you can to eat natural foods. Those things do go a long way. So yeah, he says personally, I personally believe so. Yeah, me too. Owen Rooney says unlocking. Tanaz77 says that's true. I have issues where I have pain in my legs, bro, and prescription painkillers are the worst thing ever. Stay clear. I'd rather have the pain unless it gets to a serious level. I think we all usually seek reassurance in others and disregard our self worth and capabilities because we don't care about our opinions of ourselves or something it seems. Okay, I get it. Just pursuing things is progressing. Cam says, sup on AJ. Big up yourself, Cam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Or welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Owen Rooney says, can't wait to hear my man's reaction to Rice being sent off. Aha. Even got angry. Yeah. That was absolute BS, bro. And a player like Declan Rice. And if you see after like 6 minutes after he got sent off, something crazy like that, they scored. Boom. Right? Clean on the break, high press, goal. J-Man says, I'm a man worthy of dignity and respect. Yes, you are. If I brought my girl some Gucci, but it wasn't the right color, who's in the wrong? Me or her? Because she got mad. You got to add context to that, big fella. Davon, you got to add context to that. Because if she told you the color she wanted and you got the wrong color, I mean, she probably is going to be upset. I don't know if she should be upset. I think she should be appreciative of your effort. And also, if she gave you the money to buy it, that's also a you know what I mean? So it's not black and white. You know what I mean? But she should also be grateful as well. Brother, I like your energy. Helps me like you have an idea. Thank you so much, Tanaz. I appreciate that. I like your energy as well. I appreciate that, brother. My worth is separate from my behaviors, says JMan91. Owen Rooney says, bro, that's two of us. Liverpool are the same, losing by a point. 2 league titles for City, off handball, offsides. It's a joke, bro. It is. It is. It is. It absolutely is a joke. And players work way too hard for those things to be hinged on or to be decided on referee decisions. And that in itself just makes me feel like that the whole thing is rigged. So why should I keep putting myself through that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why should I keep wasting my time watching something like that? Like, you hope that sports is the one place that you're going to have fairness. You know what I mean? But the politics and the policies and the things that people do beyond, it's just beyond me. Especially since not Pedro Neto, but some guy, right, that played for the other team, booted the ball in the first half, didn't even blow the whistle, didn't even get a card, nothing happened. But yeah, it is what it is. Unlocking Paradoxes says a lot of sports are rigged, or at least have situations that examples of being obviously or over attentive and having favoritism. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So many mistakes, bro. So many mistakes, says Owen Rooney. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame. These players work way too hard for those things to happen. It's not just about the money. Like, they want to have that feeling, and they deserve to have that feeling because they work that hard. Like, don't rob the players of being able to, reach the pinnacle of what it is that they work for. That's not right. So I can't support something that's like that. I just can't. I can't. And I see it too often. These ridiculous decisions. So why would I keep putting myself through that? I could stop by just not tapping in and tuning into it. Why waste my time? Why put myself through that rigmarole? So yeah, there's that, man. Yeah, he says they need completely unbiased referees. Where do you find those people, though? Where are you going to find unbiased referees? People are going to be influenced by money. People have, ulterior motives. People have conflict of interest. People might have parlays on the game, right? So there you go. Hirsch, bro, literally had a heartbreak when City won the league through referees not giving a handball, etc. Yeah, and City won what, like 4 or 5, almost 4. Well, they've won four in a row, 4 Premier Leagues in a row. It's the Farmers League. Exactly. Like, that's the bare minimum. Unlocking paradoxes. Yes. Facts, Sarah. Within everything, there should never be bias or emotional based decisions. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I can't not watch, bro. If I don't get a ticket, my whole family are watching it. Like today, we're all going, my mom and dad, to watch us versus United. Good luck versus United, man. I want to watch that game, but I don't even, bro. Good luck. I could only tell you good luck. I could only tell you good luck, cause, you know, yeah, I just can't. That ruined this, especially this weekend of me watching. I haven't watched a single game, and usually I'd be sitting here watching other games. You know what I mean? But that to start off the weekend like that, I didn't watch a single game this weekend. And yeah, man, I just slowly have to just take myself away from that sport and just invest in myself so much into, you know, yeah, it happened for a reason. But I get it, man. I get it. I'm not telling you need to do the same thing. Um, it's just too much of that, man. Yeah, everything should be balanced and fair. Unlocking paradoxes. You're right. Rangers or Celtics, Sarah? Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh, and you sure you want to ask that? Oh man, Ashton says, "Yo, what's up, Ashton? How you doing, brother?" I think you will get 1K subscribers in September on AJ. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's definitely possible. Um, I think it's definitely possible. I think it's definitely possible. Even though it did kind of slow down, it's sort of I don't want to say peaked, but in last month it kind of peaked, and then it just went up, peaked, and then it kind of went down a little bit. But I think it's definitely possible. The goal for this month, I do want to get at least 500 subscribers this month. I do also want to get 1,000 watch hours this month. This month, I'm going to be streaming a lot more than I streamed last month, guys. I'm going to be here a lot more than I was last month, especially the fact that I'm taking vacation this month. So I'm going to be home for a little while. I was going to go somewhere, but now I got a few things that I got to deal with. But if I do stay on the East Coast and go somewhere, I'm going to bring you guys with me. I'm going to show you guys certain cities, right? So, yeah. So, guys, stay tuned. If you guys do want to see certain cities in the East Coast, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Even if, let's say, all right, so I bought these tickets to go around the Statue of Liberty. I haven't used them yet. I might use it on my birthday. Who knows? But I'll bring you guys with me, right? So, like, I'll show you guys the Statue of Liberty if I do decide to go on my birthday or whenever. I'll let you guys know in advance. I'll show you guys, around the city, wherever it is that I'm going. I probably won't drive down there. I will probably take the train or something like that, and just kind of just show you guys around, show you guys certain buildings, show you guys like the, you know, Times Square, what that looks like. Yeah. So stay tuned. Sarah says, "Oh, and I don't do football." Yeah. Celtics versus Rangers is it's more than football too. That's like it's a religious thing, to be completely honest with you. Owen says, "Fair enough." Happy birthday, Liam, says Unlocking Paradoxes. Big up to yourself, Liam. Is Liam still here? I think he's gone, man. It's his birthday. I think he's gone. Yeah. Ashton says, "Yo." Ashton says, "I'm subbing." Thank you so much, Ashton. I appreciate that. We are up to 605 subscribers, so yeah, 5 away from 610. I think we could definitely do 610 before the end of the stream. We probably could even do 6. Who knows? Maybe 620. Who knows? That'd be a brilliant way to bring in September. I think I'm probably gonna go till maybe around like 1 o'clock or so. 1 o'clock. Yeah, I think we'll stick around till maybe around 1 o'clock. Yeah. J Man says you're the goat, Ashton. Just let my dog out the back, and it's still black outside. Do you have neuropathy in your legs? Who's that directed to? Unlocking Paradoxes. At Owen, the dog must be thinking, "What is going on?" Did I skip some stuff? Holistic health. Hold on. Did skip something. Holistic health is far more important than we realize. I used to laugh about it, but it definitely does impact your chemistry. Yes, it does. By far, it does. More than most other things, to be honest with you. She does my head in. That's definitely a British term. She does my head in. She will sit and cry at the bedroom door when she needs to be let out. Sarah. Owen, I know the feeling. All right, you guys are talking to one another. I appreciate and respect all sports, but I only really keep up to date with skateboarding. I don't really have a favorite team, more so favorite players from each team. I could dig that. I could dig that. I could dig that. I could relate to that in some cases as well. It does make sense. Yes, that makes sense. The only sport I don't support is the ultimate slap. I think that is the dumbest sport I've ever seen. Unlocking Paradoxes. These guys just get up there and slap the life out of one another. They just get up there, bow, bow, bow. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Um, yeah, it's. I don't know who came up with that concept. Will you give a shout out to KP Hunting Channel? KP Hunting Channel. Subscribe to. Are you a subscriber? If you're a subscriber, if you subscribe to our channel, then why not? I don't see a problem. That sort of is a shout out though. But big shout outs to KP Hunting Channel, and welcome to KP Hunting Channel, brother. Too much money involved for certain teams to win. It all affects their pockets. Yeah, Owen, you're right. Facts, on AJ. There are too many elements and components to all things to really get unbiased referees or employees. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. What dogs you got, Sarah? Okay, that's directed towards Sarah. Good luck. Influences are everything within, or within everything, both positive and negative. A male Labrador Retriever mixed and a female Cocker Spaniel. How about you, Owen? Yay, it deflate you sometimes, brother, but don't lose your love for the Gunners, though. Keep that love. Yeah, man, I'm never going to lose my love for the club, right? But it's one of those things, like, I can't sit by and just watch them treat my club unfair. Like, I can't. It's like you're standing by. I can't just stand by and watch my friend get beat up. You understand what I'm saying? I can't just stand by and watch somebody kicking my friend in the face. You know, that's what I'm doing when I'm watching some of these refereeing decisions. It's like I'm watching helplessly as something is happening to somebody that I care about. And I don't like that feeling. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, so because of that, it's like, what's the purpose? Like, why should I sit here and keep doing that? Like, I'm spiritually, yeah, I'm always gonna send my energy to the team, but there's just some factors out there that it just screams corruption, and I can't with the corruption. I can't. The season just started. We've been having a great 2 games, and we're gonna challenge for the title again this season. Things like that just deflate players. It's just not fair. It's simply not fair. Owen says, yeah, it deflate you sometimes, brother, but keep. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I just read that one. I have a golden retriever. I think you should make more short videos of fruit for thought, and inspiring quotes and introspection. Um, yeah, I did sort of start kind of making some shorts earlier this year. I think the shorts would help. I thought about it. I thought about even like taking some of the quotes from here and then doing shorts with it. But yeah, maybe that is something that I probably should, do a lot more of. So yeah, that's a brilliant suggestion. That's awesome. I've always wanted to see the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, you know what's crazy about the Statue of Liberty? It's smaller than people really think it is. It really is. It really is. Um, yeah, it's not as huge as you think it is, and it's also not in New York City. It's closer to Jersey City. If I'm honest, it's really closer to New Jersey and in Jersey City than it is to New York City. But it does represent New York City, which is crazy. You know what I mean? And even with the sports teams, the New York City sports teams, with the exception of the Yankees and the Mets. The Yankees is in the Bronx, which is in New York City. The Mets is in Queens, which is in their stadium is in Queens, right, which is in New York City. But the New York Giants, they're in New Jersey. The Jets play in New Jersey. The soccer teams play in New Jersey. Yeah, I think even the Rangers. No, no. Actually, basketball team, the Madison Square Garden, they play in New York City. The Rangers play in, I don't know. I think Madison Square Garden as well. Yeah, I think Madison Square Garden as well. So I think only those teams. But in terms of American football and also football, yeah, they play in New Jersey. Shout outs to UKP Hunting. Shout outs to UKP Hunting. I appreciate every single one of you guys for still being here as well. I think we just passed 2 hours of streaming. Wow, remarkable. It didn't feel like 2 hours. I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, so I think 30 more minutes. I think 30 more minutes. Someone actually just made a comment as well, which is wild. Oh, okay. Say growth is extremely painful. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see this. Wow. Wow. Okay. Um. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, let me get back to some of these comments. I ask my dogs questions and they genuinely act on many questions and understand them. Yeah, they do because they are smart. People don't think they are, but they're brilliant. Shout out to KP Hunting. I think I'm getting infatuated with a boss from work, says Tanaz77. He says, hot, tall, chocolate man, but I think he's married. What to do? He smiles and does things to call my attention. I'm not entirely sure what it is that you should do in a situation like that, to be completely honest with you. Because, the conflict of interest, especially when you're at work, that can get a little tricky. But I simply cannot give you a suggestion where that is concerned. I can only tell you to be safe, to consider the fact that you do have a job there as well. You guys are at work. It will cause some conflict of interest. It can get tricky when relationships get involved at work. So yeah, also be mindful of that as well. So guys, have you ever had your heart broken? 106 people have voted, and 73% of you said yes. 73%. Wow. Yeah, so Tanaz, yeah. I got you, bro. Love your club like family. And you feel helpless. Yeah, man. You feel helpless. You feel helpless when stuff like that happen. And when it happens over and over, it's like, yo, what can I do? What can I do about it? You know what I mean? And because you can't, what are you going to do about it? What really can you do about it? Other than just, watch hopelessly and complain online and complain online. So it's just one of those things where it's like, man, I'm sorry, I gotta fall back. Glory days to come for yous though, bro. I see yous as what we was when Klopp first started challenging. Trust me, we had 3 knockbacks when then won the UCL, then the Prem. Don't give up. No, I haven't given up. I haven't given up. But Liverpool is a storied franchise when it comes to the UEFA Champions League as well. They have a history in that. We don't have a history in the Champions League. I haven't given up, but I haven't given up. It's just that I'm so sick of these referees, man. I'm so sick of them making the game about them. I never want to leave a game thinking about a referee. I don't care enough. Look, just do your job. If you're a referee and you do your job, I don't notice you. A referee that is brilliant at his job, you hardly notice this referee, right? You may not be happy with some of their decisions, but you could chalk it up to the game. All right, he made a bad tackle. Okay, cool. That was reckless. All right, cool. I understand. And I thought to myself before even the season started, I thought to myself about red cards. Declan Rice never got a red card through his adult career, through his senior career. And he gets a red card for that? For that? That's what he got a... Hey, man, what'd you get a red card for? Oh, because somebody kicked the ball toward me and I tapped it, literally tapped it, and it went out of bounds. What? That's what you got a red card for? And rival fans, they're gonna, really. Bro, I unfollowed the Premier League. I unfollowed the Premier League on Facebook. I literally was like, yo, I'm over this, and I just unfollowed them. I did complain a little bit in the chat as well. Best league in what world? I don't think that's what I said, but I maybe alluded to that, and I just unfollowed them. Like I don't care enough to pay attention to what the Premier League has to say anymore. I just don't. You know what I mean? And I'm not following them back. I'm sorry. And I know they're like a big organization and have a lot of money and influence and power and this, that, and the third, but I don't care enough to follow it anymore. I'm still gonna support my team because I love my team, but it's gonna be hard for me to watch. It just is. I'm tired of it. I feel like they've endured too much. I just do. I feel like they've endured way too much, and they work too hard for people to cheat them out of their spot. Like, let it be fair. If it's fair and we lost fair and square, all right, fine. I could accept that. I could live with that. But not by referee decisions, man. Even if they scored a lucky goal, it's like, okay, all right, cool. Well, they still put the ball in the back of the net. But yeah, these referee decisions, man, I just can't do it. But I hope you are right, though. I did predict us to win the league this season, but I am a fan, right? So there you go. Speaking on that, there are examples of that in the Olympics for skateboarding. Some judges aren't even versed enough in the sport or in the correct discipline for the competition they're judging. Yeah, man, I can understand what it is that you're saying, to be honest with you. That's a fact. That's a fact, though. Yes, indeed. Dogs have around 40,000 brain cells or neurons, says Unlocking Paradoxes. Cats actually have around 700,000 to 900 neurons. Some dogs have closer to 800,000. And we have between a billion and 2 billion. Wow. I did not know those things. I did not know those things. Extremely interesting, says Sarah. Something I've not looked into. I didn't look into that as well. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, she says, Sarah, yes, he makes me smile when we make eye contact. Okay. All right. Well, I think this is a conversation for Sarah more than it is for me, to be honest with you. Because I know work, conflict of interest. I know how things can kind of go at work. But I do wish you the best of luck in that situation, to be honest with you. Some say 86 billion neurons. And she says, but he's married, right? Says Sarah. We have trillions of synapses connections between those 100 billion neurons. Didn't know that either. I don't know, at Sarah. Someone made the comment, but I don't know for sure. Tanaz, you have to ask him, girl. I think so too. Not even just that, brother. Rice got kicked, like, yeah, full booted, and he got the card for controlling the ball that was kicked at him. Then he got almost assaulted, and not almost. The guy kicked it. I don't want to say the word, but the guy kicked the crap out of him, and didn't even get a card. Didn't even get a talking to. Nothing. Referee just came over and dismissed Rice. Sent him to the lunchroom. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's for me. It's corruption at this point. To be honest with you, that's how I see it. Good luck to your teams, everyone. Arsenal are never winning the league. So Harold Melvin. Chances are, Harold, Arsenal. If we're going all the way back, Arsenal are one of the teams that have won the league more than any other team. If we're going all right through history, right? And Arsenal have won the Premier League. So, Harold Melvin, that's your opinion, but yeah, okay. And cheers to fairness and equality. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. To fairness and equality. Yes, indeed. My bro got the got the girl smiling through the phone. Oh, my bad. Thought she was speaking about nah. Nah, she's speaking about her boss. Something I've always wanted to know: has hockey just always like allowed fighting, and pretty much all the other sports have zero violence on zero tolerance on? For as long as I remember, hockey, they've always been able to fight. For as long as I remember. They just give them an opportunity to do that. And I think in sports, sometimes you don't want to say you don't call for violence, but you're smashing into each other the whole game. I don't know, man. I don't know if you really want your athletes to really get injured because they're thumping it out, but I don't know. Sometimes you release steam that way, I guess. I don't know. It's a little barbaric, but it's a part of the sport. It is kind of wild to think about it. You're right. I'm nervous, says Sarah. I just started to avoid eye contact, but sometimes it's inevitable. Okay. Wow. Let me check on the poll. Let me check on the poll. 73% of people have had their heart broken. 73%. You see, guys? So you're not alone. The vast majority, out of 110 people that have voted, the vast majority of people have had their heart broken, guys. So, yeah, keep your head up in your relationship. Sarah says, Tanaz, I'm guilty of that too. The more attracted to someone, the more I avoid them. What if you look at his Facebook to see if he's married? Oh, Tanaz says, I'm nervous. I just started to avoid eye contact, but sometimes it's inevitable. Okay. I'm so guilty of that too. The more attracted to someone, the more I avoid them. What if you look at his Facebook to see if he's married? Why is that? Why is it that when people are attracted to one another, sometimes they avoid eye contact? I think that's a good thing and a bad thing. I'm not going to lie to you. It's both. Yeah, I agree with Owen. I kind of said that earlier as well. But she doesn't know. She doesn't know. It does speak about your morals. It does. And then, but you do have relationships as well where people kind of are on their way out of the relationship, but just have them, kind of get out of that situation first. And maybe spend some time by themselves as well. And then maybe you guys can actually develop something together. This is not me telling you that this is something that you should do, but, I don't know. Maybe that's an option as well. Remember to love yourselves, to be true to you, and in time you will find your other half. Yes, indeed, unlocking paradoxes. Attract. That's something we spoke about earlier too. Attract. See how attraction is like it comes together. Attract, right? Not like just one way attraction, or you're running behind, right? Running behind. Yeah, attract. I think we are so afraid of being embarrassed for making them uncomfortable that we avoid speaking on how we feel unless we see some initial signs or something that implies they are interested. Okay, all right, so I got a question for that. So, all right, so now Sarah, unlocking paradoxes. Peppy Girl says, "Can I be a mod?" Not quite yet. I can't allow you to be a mod yet. You have to be like a valued member of the team. To be honest with you, Peppy Girl, it's not just something you could just come ask for. You put in work, like all of these guys put in work, then that's something we could consider. But hold on, afraid of being embarrassed. All right, I did have a question. Let me kind of think about my question. All right, yeah. So let's say you like the person, but you avoid eye contact. So it's like you're not really. They may or may not know that you like them. But let's say that person likes you, and that person kind of comes and they express that they like you, right? What do you now do in that situation? Do you then open the door to a conversation? Do you now open the door to maybe a potential relationship? How do you then deal with that situation? Would you still kind of maintain that level of sort of avoidance? Like, do you now have more or less respect for that person? If a woman has a man, I don't even want to get close. Me too, Owen. I'm good on that. Me too. I feel the same way. Yeah. And the more shy you are, the harder it is to break the ice. Yes, indeed. That's how it should be, Owen, in my opinion. But to each their own. Iman says a shiny forehead. It's because the light is right here. It's because the light is right here. It's because the light is right. It's because the light is right on my forehead. And then he puts the laughing emoji at that as well. Mikhail says depends. Same here. That's why I'm backing up. To be honest, I was always very shy, so I would miss signs and at times shrug off things. So that is true too. You could have chances and not take your shot. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I think I sort of had a chance. I don't want to speak on this too much though. Um, but there's this nurse, right? There's this nurse that I do see frequently, right? But for like a few minutes throughout the day. She's from somewhere in Europe. I'm not sure where she's from, right? But it's actually she's not the only one that I like. I'm not gonna lie to you. But this one she started to kind of grow on me as a person. But when she wasn't there, because she's so kind, she just has this beautiful aura about it. And I kind of pay more attention to the spiritual aspect of people than I do to their physical. But she is pretty. She's a pretty girl. I mean, they both are, and they both have beautiful souls. They have both have beautiful spirits, and that's what I'm more attracted to is really their spirits, their souls, the fact that they help people, the fact that they care. I mean, one of them actually built a bird cage for a bird that they found underneath a car and then got the bird into a bird shelter. And that speaks volumes of this type of person. Like, wow, you're a loving, kind, caring person. And I love that about you. But this isn't the one. It's another one, right? So I kind of had, because she was like, she asked me what was I doing this weekend, right? She literally asked me. I saw her Friday, yesterday, guys. Can you guys still hear me? I hope you can, because I actually accidentally touched the mute button just now. But Yeah, she asked me what I was doing this weekend because last weekend she was working and she works like 12-hour shifts, like crazy shifts or whatever it is. But she asked me was I working this weekend, and I said no. But I think the reason why I didn't capitalize on that was she asked me when she asked me, we were like out in the open around a bunch of people, and I have an inkling that she kind of likes me in a way as well. But it's just one of those things. I don't know. I just didn't seize the opportunity. And the opportunity did present itself. And I'm not typically like that. And I don't know why I was hesitant. But yeah. Yeah. I am turned on with your hair. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Um I'm back. Sorry, my phone battery just got conked out. Nah, it's all good, Sarah. But I was asking Sarah, I was asking this question. What if, all right, so you were talking about how you sometimes when you like people, you avoid eye contact. But what if that person now comes to you and expresses that they like you? Does that now make you feel uncomfortable? What do you do in that situation? Do you still have a level of respect for that person? Do you still like that person even more? Or now does that attraction kind of like start to dissolve a little bit? Tanaz says, I'm so glad you can relate. Yeah, I definitely can. Don't know who needs to hear this, but whatever you're going through, it will pass. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Chris Calderon. I appreciate that. Guys, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. We are up to 605 subscribers, which is wonderful. Yeah. Let's see if we can get to 610. We're only here for 5 more minutes, guys. Only 5 more minutes. Maybe 6, right? So if you guys can, what would that be? Should we just make this a 3-hour stream? Nah, I think 2 hours and 30 minutes are. Hold on, 120, 120. That's 60 plus 25. All right, just about 10 more minutes. We're gonna be here. Just about 10 more minutes. Let's say 10 more minutes. Yeah, we definitely appreciate you, Chris Calderon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Polar Pop says Black Jesus. Here we go with the Black Jesus thing again. It never fails, does it? I believe you are gonna get on the thousands. Pray. Yeah, I think we can reach the 1,000 subscribers this month for sure. Set goals. Hopefully, we work toward them, and hopefully we attain them. I think maybe next week we could get to 700 subscribers. Who knows? I think maybe by the end of this week, this upcoming week, this week, right? Meaning between now and next Sunday. Yeah, I think we could get 100 subscribers this week. We've done it before, even though things kind of dwindled down. But it's more about quality than it is about quantity. You know, but yeah, the objective is to get this channel monetized. Like, I'm not going to hide it from you. It would be remarkable if I could really do this and still be able to, take care of the bills while doing this. You know, still be able to give back while doing this. I think, yeah, I think that would be remarkable. I'd probably still stay at my job, to be honest with you, for a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a few benefits that I'm grateful for with that job, but who knows? Who knows? It all depends. You know what I mean? Good evening. Send a hug to you, Viva Grande from Minas Gerais, Brazil. Big up to Brazil. Big up to Brazil. Definitely one of my favorite places, even though I have never been. Definitely one of my favorite countries, to be honest with you. Evol Q says Ninja, please. Hey, bro, what time in the UK do you stream? What time UK do I stream? I usually stream. Shit. Pardon my French. 11:30 p.m. is like 4:30 a.m. in the UK. So it's like 4:30 in the morning. Um, and I also stream at around 4 p.m. sometimes a lot as well. And 4 p.m. would be 4 p.m. would be 9, right? 5 hours ahead. For 4 p.m. would be like 9 p.m. for you guys. I'm sorry, I was kind of multitasking just now. I was thinking about something else as well. Do you think the memory palace is a real thing that is acquirable? I don't know what the memory palace is, my brother. Elaborate on that. Like midday, so that's your early streams. No, I don't stream at midday. I sometimes I do stream at 11, like maybe 10:30 a.m. Right, 10:30 a.m. But very rarely do I stream at 10:30 a.m. But sometimes I do. Maybe I should start doing that as well because there are people all over the world at different times. So maybe sometimes I will stream at 10:30 a.m. as well. 10:30, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So that would be like 3 p.m. for you guys, or 3:30 p.m. You don't need subscribers. Just get a job, says Evol Q. I have a job, Evol Q. Yeah, yeah, you're not here to contribute, so you can have a fantastic day. Thank you so much. I believe in you as well, and thank you, Owen. I appreciate that because I do have a job. I do have a job. I'm scared to be vulnerable, so I reckon that's why I avoid anyone I fall for, says Sarah. I've been there. I've been there, Sarah. I definitely have been there before. Um, yeah, but you can't have that kind of fear. You can't. It's like you block yourself off from possibilities. You know what I mean? I get it. You don't want to leave yourself open to every and anyone, right? And it seems as if you have a lot of love in your heart. So it's just one of those things where it's like, um, maybe ease yourself into a situation. Maybe don't sort of, just let your guard all the way down right away, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think love is a beautiful thing, Sarah. So don't block love. You know what I mean? Don't avoid it. You know? To that, nah, you guys don't be upset with him. He's a troll. It's okay. We get trolls all the time here. It was my fault for even reading that out loud. Yeah, 9 p.m. for us. Yeah, okay. 1 a.m. says Cullinan. It is 1 a.m. You're absolutely right. And I think 1 a.m. Yeah, I think we're gonna end the stream really soon. Yeah, he assumed that I don't have a job. I do have a job. I do have a job. Yes, I do. I do. And a job that I'm grateful for. Do I love it? I love some things about it. Yeah, I definitely love some things about it. Of course, the pay could be more. Of course, I think most people do say that, right? Um, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. He says the memory palace technique are basically library for your memories, organized like a library. Both mathematicians and people who memorize the numbers in pi claim to be capable of that. Okay. Everyone waking up early for Oasis tickets. I wake up early for your lives. That's a big compliment, Owen. Thank you so much. You are my guy. I appreciate you, man, over there, UK, man. Thank you so much, man. Ah, man, that's big. That's big. Thank you. Thank you. See, guys, when I smile, you guys ever notice that when I smile, that vein just protrudes. It just goes like when I'm genuinely happy. It's like you could actually see, what's taking place here, in terms of like the blood flow and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I definitely appreciate that. The ability to visualize, organize, and store all memories by subject matter. Okay. And what was your question again about that the library? Because it's a bit far up. It's a bit far up. And then, guys, I think we're gonna end it pretty soon. So I'm gonna wind down. See if I can get through the rest of these questions. Shite. Anyway, they're fake Beatles. My bad for rambling. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yep, laugh out loud. I'm going to see David Gilmour from Pink Floyd in London in October. That's real music. Big up yourself and big up to Pink Floyd. Listen, guys, we had a remarkable. Okay, let me see a question. Do you think people can actually achieve the memory palace technique, and do you think the acoustic records are real? So, as far as the technique that you're talking about, I think the mind is a very unique place, right? I think organizing our thoughts, we can organize our thoughts, but to what degree, right? We could organize our memories as well, but to what degree? I don't think it's impossible. Yeah, I don't think it's impossible. Being the spiritual library that transcends time. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into those things as well. The Akashic records being the spiritual library that transcends time. Let me type that. Wow. Okay. Great. Let me type that in here. The Akashic. The Akashic records. All right, so I'm gonna look into that briefly, the Akashic records, and I will let you know. Have a good night, guys. Take care, everyone. Be kind to yourself. Remember to always be kind to yourself. It's supposed to have records of everything and everyone in existence. Okay. But yeah, everyone, be kind to yourself. The poll is up. 123 votes, 73% still says they have had their heart broken. So you guys are not alone. And each and every one of you guys, I thank you once more. I really appreciate every single one of you. I love the reasoning. I love the dialogue. I love what it is that we do here. And I appreciate every single one of you. And you guys have a phenomenal day tomorrow. Be kind to yourself. Be positive. Keep your vibration high. Keep your vibration high. Don't let anybody knock your vibration off, right? Before you go to your bed, say some positive things to yourself. When you wake up tomorrow, do the same. Meditate, guys. Take good care of yourself. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Have a blessed day, each and every one of you. See you again tomorrow.